Hi, Self-Education here. And if I provide value in this video, please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. I wanted to make a small update to the last video on a few things. Okay, so when buying a vehicle, make sure to thoroughly research. We got Consumer Reports, we got Kelley Blue Book. There's a lot of other sources out there online. You'll want to look at what the strengths, what the weaknesses are, what the problem areas are, what to look for in a vehicle. So these tools are online, and in this day and age with the technology, we're really fortunate. A lot of these services are free. In the old age, you'd have to, go and buy the magazine, or if you're lucky, get it from the library for free or something like that. But we're really lucky with the internet and the capabilities of being able to do all this research on vehicles online, with the convenience of our fingertips. Okay, so moving on, I also wanted to discuss financing a vehicle again, or leasing. The big issue with that is it really, really drives your insurance costs up. Okay, so it could be 200 to 500% more by leasing or financing it through your insurance. It's just going to drive up the cost dramatically because you have to have full coverage. You have to protect the vehicle because it's not yours yet. So that's another big reason why we want to avoid leasing or financing a vehicle by all cost if we can. Okay, so, and then the last thing I wanted to touch on was look for a vehicle that fits your needs. Okay, so if you have a four-wheel drive vehicle because it snows a couple times a year or something like that, it's not going to be worth the cost. You're paying for something that you're barely using. Same with all-wheel drive. Same with any of the high advanced technology, Apple Play, or, you want to keep everything low tech, as much low tech as you can in this day and age. I in my old vehicles, I like to even have the rolly windows where you crank it up, you crank it down. Just the simpler the technology you can get, the less issues you're gonna have. Period. Along with the all-wheel drive, that's a complicated system. Four-wheel drive, it's more things to break, it's more things to maintenance. So, and also the type of vehicle. The most popular vehicle in this day and age is an SUV. Most people really don't need an SUV. Same pickup trucks. A lot of people I see driving a pickup truck just because they like driving a pickup truck. Okay, but it's probably not in your best interest to drive one unless you're using it for hauling or work, or you're hauling actual materials or something. And if you're just going to work and back on a day-to-day basis, your best bet is probably to get a sedan, or something that will fit your capabilities. If you're going to haul stuff, or you might need a truck though. So just keep in mind what your needs are, because driving an SUV or a pickup truck, it's also going to reduce your fuel mileage. That's another thing to keep in mind, as well as more expensive tires. Pickup trucks or bigger vehicles, they often have like two control arms, so it's just more in the way of repairs, maintenance. They use more oil, they use more transmission fluid, you name it. They use more parts and more labor and more. It's more cost, and it might not be necessary. Okay, so another thing to keep in mind is if the vehicle to check things on a day-to-day basis. Some things that will save you a little bit of money here and there, like make sure your tires are filled, and keep air in them, and make sure your air filter's clean, and do a little, make sure you got clean oil in there, and And there's a lot of other little things that you can do to kind of, you know, you know, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. You know, it's a saying. So there's a lot of little things you can do like that. You know, try to use your brakes less, coast more up to stop signs and lights, and you know, lay off the throttle, lay off the accelerator, the gas. You know, you don't need to speed to every stop sign or light. It's putting extra wear and tear on the brakes, on the, you know, on the parts. It's putting extra wear and tear on parts and brakes and a lot of other things. So these are a lot of things to keep in mind. It really does pay to drive like a grandma. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it at that, but I'll see you in the next one. We have a lot of cool things and exciting things and fun things coming up. So stay tuned. Self-education, you know, formal education is worth living. Self-education makes a fortune. Thanks. See you in the next one.